County with 3 goals already here in the first. As this one comes back into the Rock County zone, then cleared out. And they'll send it right back in, will the Icebergs, and Rock County turns and fires it out again. 25, 24, 23 seconds left in the penalty. Long pass up to the far side. Wall be chased down in the corner. Ayers, she'll get it back behind the net, now right in front. Aaron Olsen looked at it. Here's Rupiper with a blast shot, and a nice save there by Bescher. And so we will get a face-off in the Rock County zone here with 7 seconds left in the penalty. Face-off in the Rock County zone. And this is just kind of hung up there, kicked down toward the corner. They clear it out, and that'll effectively end the power play. And racing back is Allie Burke with a shot. Kick save made by Siebold, and it kicked over to the corner. 3 minutes to go in the first. And up along the far side wall now. Icebergs will get it out of the zone. Back into the Rock County end now with Danny Heitzman. Heitzman trying to get it out. She does. And it's hung up here at the Rock County blue line. Heitzman has it back, and she'll just take it herself right down the middle. And a shot that bounces off of a body. Blocker pad save at the top of the crease. They try and stuff it in. Siebold trying to find a handle on it. Finally does. And then Siebold takes a whack at somebody unintentionally, it looked like, as she just kind of chopped her stick down. And one of the Rock County players just happened to have her hand in the way. Face-off in the Iceberg zone. Sent to the middle. Backhand shot after the face-off goes weakly into the corner. 2.5 minutes left here in the first. Played still at the side of the net. Now out here to the point. Played along the blue line. And a rising shot that's well wide, and it bounces off the base of the boards to the near side wall. And now the Icebergs should backhand it out, and they will. Olsen bounced it off of her stick, and that almost a giveaway to Nelson. Einbeck sends it into the Iceberg zone as we're under 2 minutes left here in the first period. Bounding puck comes back out toward the point and held in by the Fury at the top of the slot. And a shot that's knocked down, and Icebergs chip it along, and they will be able to clear it out just above their own blue line. And now sent right back in by Alyssa Knopf. Icebergs send it back out, and the race is on once again. 1:20 to go in the first. Long pass that went in front of Haley Knopf, who goes chase it in the corner, and Sophia Macero plays it for the Icebergs. Comes back up along the far side, not out of the zone. Macero misplayed it, and it ends up in the corner. They set it up in front, bounce off a couple of sticks. Still loose in the circle now. Turnaround shot, and that stick aside by Siebold. Less than a minute to go here in the first period. Top of the circle, sent down to the corner now. And it will be Haley Knopf with it. Behind the net, taken away from her. And Cece Cullison sends it around the boards to this side. 40 seconds to play. Back down toward the back of the net. And the Icebergs will wait at the circle, lift it high in the air, and sent all the way down. They waved icing off. 20 seconds to play in the period. Back to neutral. And hammered in by the Fury. 11 seconds left. Played back towards Sammy Ayers at the point. Now cleared out by the Icebergs with 4 seconds. 3. Karatko sends it in toward the middle, but you can't catch up to it before the horn expires to get another shot away. And that is the end of the first period with our score, the Rock County Fury 3 and the Icebergs nothing. We'll take a timeout here and come back. Second period coming up. This is Badger Conference Girls Hockey on the Iceberg Television Network.
Hey, Jim.
Television Network, and we take a look at our scoring summary from the first period. After the Rock County Fury scored 3 times, Presley Kovacevic with a goal at 2:27 to make it 1-0, and then Allie Burke picked up a goal at 3:45 to make it 2-0, and Caitlin Byer at 6:45 to give Rock County their 3 goals tonight. Stoughton Hospital stats report looking like this through the first period. 3 goals for the Fury, 12 shots on goal to only 2 for the Icebergs, and 2 saves for Michaeli Busher, and 9 saves on 12 shots for Abby Siebold. Penalties, 1 penalty for 2 minutes on both sides, and neither team with a power play goal through the first period. And that's a look at our Stoughton Hospital stats report, and we get the second period coming up here in just a minute. The Fury are lined up at the door, ready to come in. The Icebergs wearing their pink jerseys tonight. They will be coming down the stairs here in just a minute as well to charge out onto the ice. And again, it's great to have you with us here on a Saturday night for high school girls hockey. Our next hockey broadcast comes your way on Thursday when the Stoughton boys play, and we'll have that one for you on Thursday night, 7 o'clock. And then next weekend, next Saturday, a doubleheader as the boys will be in action at 4, and then the girls play afterwards at 7. And that's next Saturday, which is the 20th. So the referees out there getting the nets put back into place. Players coming back out onto the ice here in just a minute. Here come the players. So we switch ends in the second period. So now Rock County will be defending the goal down to our right, and the Icebergs down to our left. And again, a nice crowd coming in to see the game here at the Mann Center tonight as they celebrate Pink the Rink Night in honor of breast cancer awareness. They've got an auction over in the corner over there, and again, the players wearing their pink jerseys. The referees have the pink ribbons on their shirts, and obviously pink stripes as well. And we get ready for the second period now. Icebergs trailing 3-0. No penalties up right now, so we're going to be full 5-on-5 here to start off the second, and off we go. Eiffel brings it into the Rock County zone, stops at the top of the circle, tries to dump it down to the corner. Icebergs able to hold the zone for a moment. Down to the corner now. Referee got in the way. Samantha Wells chases it down. Now to the high slot. Shot. That bounces off of an ankle. And the Fury clear it out. Eiffel retreats and collects it in her own zone. Played off the wall. Back to neutral ice now. And into the Rock County zone. Maggie Henschler. Henschler right down the middle. Couple of nice moves there. Finally lost control of it. Has to go play it from the below the goal line now into the middle. Icebergs leave it in their own zone. And Allie Burke has it. Centering pass. Tried to pull a shot from the circle. That didn't go anywhere. And now off of a shin, it comes back out to neutral ice and chased down by Ella Silha. Icebergs flip it here over to the wall in front of the Rock County bench, and a giveaway at the high slot. Moving around traffic is Zoe Steig. Steig with a shot, blocker pad save made. Bounding puck at the top of the crease, still loose, and it goes behind the net. chase it down out here in the corner with Alyssa Knopf. Centering pass. Bounces through a bunch of bodies and comes out to the point. Held in by the Fury. Down to the corner now, and they'll get it to Annika Einbeck, who gets pinned up along the boards with a couple of Iceberg players. Back to the top of the circle, and now to the point at the blue line, and a shot. And a save made by Siebold, and she will hold on. 15-13 to play here in the second period. 3 Rock County goals in the first, the only tallies we've seen thus far tonight. Off the face-off, it goes in the air to the corner, and now popped along the near side wall. They fire it out to neutral, and first to play it was Sydney Schipper, sent into the Rock County zone. Now over here to this near side, they play it back off the wall in front of the penalty boxes, and back into the zone. Schipper and Knopf kind of got into a little elbowing match. Played back behind the net and comes out to the circle and out to the point. Fury hold the zone. Icebergs now flip it out, and it's Samantha Ayers breaking free. Ayers, finally taken away from behind. Boy, good closing speed there by the Fury. Ayers was a good 2 strides in front of the defense, and it finally just got taken away. Got her pocket picked is what happened, and it comes out to neutral. And to the Iceberg zone now, it's Alyssa Knopf, and she had her pocket picked for equal measure. Karatko had it for a second. Brew Piper sends it back to the Rock County blue line. They play it off the boards, collected by the Icebergs. And now right in front of the Rock County bench, it will be settled down by the Icebergs. Karatko has it again, and she'll send it in. Puck right between the circles, and they play it off the glass, and it heads all the way down, stick to sides, and a score! Maggie Henschler got the clear out by Siebold, went right to her, and the shot able to get past Siebold, and the Fury back in the books again.
20 for 14.
Time of the goal, 3:24. So 4 goals, 4 different players have scored so far. And now Danny Heitzman with a shot. That goes high into the glass. Heitzman's got it back in the circle. Had it taken off the first stick. They flip it to the blue line. Rock County able to hold. Now the centering pass, shot, and that one just high and wide to the right. Back out to the point, and that skips over a stick and goes out to center ice. Brought back to the red line, played off the boards, and still in the zone. Kicked along right at the blue line, delayed offside. Everybody touches up now for the Fury, down to the corner, and that will go Henschler. She'll bring it back out to the circle. Zoe Steig get pushed from behind. Back into the corner again, centering pass, swing and a miss on the shot. And this will be held in by, well, no, it won't either. It'll be coming out. Now Paige Nelson sends it into the Fury zone. Takes a whack at it, and it goes behind the Fury net. Played off the wall, and chipped along a little further. They'll give chase down to the corner, and that's taken away. Alyssa Knopf trying to get a stick on it. Comes up this side for Samantha Wells. Knopf will go and chase it down again. Centering pass. Never got through. It ended up going back behind the Icebergs net, and this is a giveaway into the circle. Now to this side, little backhand pass comes out to the blue line and out of the zone. Can't go any further with it as it's sent right back in. Hits the backside of the cage off the rebound. And the Icebergs will not be able to get it out yet. Get another chance at it here as it comes over to this near side, and now finally cleared out. Big pile up at the red line, and now finally sent back into the Rock County zone. It'll be played there by Steig. Sent it back into the circle. Henschler with it. held in at the point by Cami Ganchert. On the give and go, that shot goes just wide to the right off the stick of Annika Einbeck. And Einbeck still plays it in the corner. Now to the slot, shot, save made. Rebound is cleared out by the Icebergs. Annie Rundy with it. And now pushed ahead at the blue line. They leave it just below the blue line, and now out to the point. A little wrister, and that's a save. Rebound. It will be covered up by Siebold.
20, Maggie Hensler, with an assist from number 14, Annie Rundy. Time of the goal, 3:24.
10:54 to play in the second. Face-off coming in the Iceberg zone here. And it'll be in the near side circle as this one comes out and slides its way over to the wall on the other side and chipped out. Erin Olsen has it. She's 1-on-2. Olsen with a shot. Blocker pad save made by the goalie, Busher. And it goes into the net over the glass and out of play. Face-off drawn down to the corner this time. Wrap it around the boards, and it's stopped over here on this side. Comes out to neutral ice now. Caitlin Byer has it. Byer centers it, and that goes harmlessly into the corner. Drop down from Henschler into the corner again for Einbeck. A couple of Iceberg players there to disrupt that as it comes back out to the point, held up there, and the Icebergs now finally are able to get it out of the zone. They push it ahead for Olsen up along this near side, gets back into the Rock County zone, and the Fury will start the run right down the middle of the ice. Heitzman with a blast, and that bounced off of Rue Piper's arm and goes over here to the near side wall. They play it back out to the point, not out. Centering pass right in front, still hung up there between the circles, now out to the high slot, swing and a miss on the shot, and that's going to be a hack. Oh my. Annie Rundy just hacked the stick right out of Karatko's hands,
14 slash.
and that's going to be a slashing penalty on Rock County. I think that probably was a little bit of frustration, if nothing else, as Rundy was disgruntled that she missed on the shot, or perhaps it would have been a pass from just inside the blue line. Karatko was starting back the other way, and Rundy just came from behind and slashed the stick right out of her hand.
Fury penalty to number 14, Annie Rundy, 2-minute minor for slashing. Time of the penalty, 7:15.
Kiefel with it for the Icebergs. They're on a power play now for a couple minutes. Referee's got in the way of it, comes in toward the circle. This is shorthanded for the Fury, and it ends up back here in the corner. It's kind of sitting there, now kicked along the goal line, back out to the high slot, popped up in the air, still hung up there. Now the Icebergs will be able to get it out of their own zone. Sammy Ayers with it, bounces it off the shin. This is an onside play, and Olsen sends it back toward the red line, now back this way. Ayers has it once more, and she'll just dump it in the zone and throw it down to the corner. See the penalty clock and the game clock on your screen as it's in the corner on the other side now. Macero at the side of the net, got it back, another shot, and another tried to stuff it in on the side. Referee comes in and says no goal. And so we get a face-off coming here with 8:44 to go in the second and 59 seconds left on the Iceberg power play. Don't know if I mentioned in the first period when the Icebergs had their lone power play of the game, they have a power play conversion of 2.3% this year, and the penalty kill for Rock County is 90.2%. Puck back in the Iceberg zone. They hammer it off the boards at the Rock County bench. Back again in the zone. That was Taylor Nishis, who we figured out is number 16. Henschler with it now. Henschler 1-on-4. A couple of nifty moves there. Down she goes. The puck poked aside. Back out to the point. Here's a wrister that falls into the glove of Siebold, and finally she puts a glove on it, and we will get a stoppage of play here with 8 even minutes to go in the second, and just 15 seconds left in the power play for the Icebergs. Face-off heading toward the middle, and it slides into the circle on the far side. Annika Einbeck first to play it here for Rock County, and it goes behind the net. Henschler tracks it down there for the Fury. The penalty down to 3 seconds to go. Over to the other side, and bottom of the circle. Penalty is done. Both teams are back to full strength now. Near side wall, and out to the high slot, intercepted there. They just throw it back down to the corner. 7.5 to play in the first. Rue Piper chases it down. Kicks it back to herself, and they hammer it back around to the other side. Came out in front, and they fire it back into the corner again. Bryn Weaver around the bend over to the top of the circle. That shot goes through the crease and ends up in the corner. The rebound comes back out to the circle, where Allie Burke just carries it back down. And now Haley Knopf comes over to join the fray. Top of the circle, that's a blocker pad save made by Siebold, and it goes into the glass. Back at the side of the net, they try and stuff it in there, and Siebold able to find a handle on it, and she covers it up. 6:56 to play here in the middle period. Maggie Henschler, the only goal so far for either side in this second, making it 4-0. The Fury scored 3 times in the first period. Puck goes sliding behind the net. They merge on this side. Heitzman, here's a shot, rising shot, loose puck after it fell out of the glove of Siebold, and it goes back behind the net again, spinning away from traffic, now right in front, and that is knocked aside, back out to the blue line. That shot right into the glove of Siebold. She's able to catch it on the fly this time. And another face-off coming with 6:28 to play. Face-off in the Iceberg zone. 6:28 time remaining here in the second. As it gets pushed along out to the top of the circle and now cleared out. Nelson with it for the Icebergs. Carries it all the way down to the corner, puts brakes on there, and comes out to the point, and that shot goes just high and wide to the right. Busher may have gotten a little piece of her glove on it. 6 minutes to go. Second period, and Icebergs not able to hold the zone. Now a one-on-one the other way. Zoe Steig with it, lost control, ends up in the corner. Hefel meets Steig, and they neutralize it, trying a wraparound opportunity at the side of the net. Now they come back out on this side, held in at the point by the Fury, and the puck back out to neutral. Samantha Wells for the Fury, right in front of the Iceberg bench. Long pass up the far side of the ice now for Caitlin Beyer. Beyer stops top of the circle, centers it, shot, and a score! Annika Einbeck down the middle of the ice, and with 5:23 to play, it's now 5-0. Caitlin Beyer and Maggie Henschler get the assists on the Annika Einbeck goal. And now 5-0 with 5:20 to play in the second period. Puck bounced out to neutral. Henschler collects it there. And Henschler moving in from the circle. Oh boy, nice catch there by Siebold as she wraps her glove around it. I don't think it was going to threaten the net because her glove was, what looked to be anyway, well above the crossbar.
And number 20, Maggie Henschler. Time of these goals, 11:37.
5 goals, 5 different players have scored for Rock County here tonight, and definitely showing they are the number 4 team in the state. side of the net, popped back to this side, rolls around the bottom of the boards and comes up and held in for a moment right down here in front of the Rock County bench. There's 5 players battling for it. Faces peering over the wall. Now comes out to neutral and then spun away by Steig across the blue line. 4.5 to play in the second. Steig moving toward the middle. Her shot is knocked down by Siebold and she'll cover it up. 4:26 left. Face off in the Iceberg zone here. 4:26 to play in the second. Still hung up in the circle. Now it finally goes over to the boards on the other side of the ice. Throw it down to the corner. Sydney Rogers let it go by. Comes to the corner on this side, and they'll bring it all the way back out, and that's a giveaway. Heitzman quickly recovered, and the Icebergs have it now back in their own zone. Played along the boards, back to the Rock County zone now. She gets hung up in a couple of skates. Player gets pushed out of the way a little bit further. Now bounced off of neutral and down to the other end. And this will be collected by the Icebergs as it comes into the corner with 3:40 left. That was Allie Berg quickly coming back for Rock County. Henschler has it in the corner and now carries it behind the Iceberg net. 3.5 minutes to play. Pass back behind the goal and back to this side. Trying to figure out a place to go with it. And now it comes out to the high slot, and it'll be right along the blue line. Good job of keeping it in. And now the Icebergs just kick it out of the zone. And that'll be a giveaway to Erin Olsen. Olsen just fires it into the corner. She'll skate off as we hit 3 minutes to play in the second period. That bounces off of a shoulder and comes back out to neutral. Carried back in though by Sydney Schipper. 2:45 to play. Icebergs hold the zone from the high slot. That bounces off of a shin and comes back to neutral. Still loose down here in front of us at the penalty boxes. Now back into the Iceberg zone. Massaro has it. Somebody did something which drew the ire of the fans across the way. Back along by the door where the Icebergs come in. And now it'll be taken by Heitzman, and this will be icing against Rock County. .205 remaining here in the second period. Face-off coming back down to the Rock County zone. Side of the net and covered up by Busher. And another face-off coming as we hit 2 minutes to go. Puck over in the corner on the far side. Centering pass intercepted by the Fury. And here they come on a breakout across the blue line. And that taken away by the Icebergs. Giveaway right back to the Fury as they dump it down to the corner here on this side. Approaching a minute and a half to play in the second period. Fury take it, well, they left it right at the Zamboni door. And behind the net now, they're going to try and pop it in front. Ends up over along the far side corner. Penalty coming up here. It'll be an Iceberg penalty. Comes right in front. And now to the top of the circle. Shot. Save made again. And it kicks over to the corner. Empty net down to our right on this delayed penalty. And the Icebergs finally touch up with 1:08 to go. So we'll see who the guilty party is here. So Araya Karatko goes into the box for roughing.
Cover into the board. You can't just, well, it doesn't matter if she goes down or not. You can't just cram her into the board. That's all right. You still can't take her into the board. Doesn't matter if her hands are up or down. Her hands are up.
Referees talking to the coaching staff of the Icebergs at their bench. You may have heard a bit of the explanation that the official was giving to Karatko as she was sitting in the penalty box. It doesn't matter if you can't throw her into the boards is basically what he said. So 1 minute and 8 seconds left here in the second period, and the power play goes on again for Rock County, and we now tick under 1 minute to go in the second. Centering pass, backhand shot, blocked down, and the Icebergs not able to clear it out, batted out in the air, nicely shot, save made by Siebold. She'll cover up with 45 seconds to go. Face-off coming in the Iceberg zone, 45 seconds to play. And the face-off won by the Fury comes out to the point. A sliding shot, save made, loose puck, and it will be a goal, power play goal, as the puck had just snuck underneath the glove of Siebold. Rock County found it and was able to put it in the open net.
3-12. That's all I got.
Alyssa Knopf with the goal. So now with a 6-goal lead, we go into running time for the remainder of the game. Icing is called. I think the referees are going to come over.
Fury goal scored by number 3, Alyssa Knopf.
Referees down in front of the penalty box is talking about something.
Goal 16-20.
Apparently nothing of any concern. So 31 seconds left. And Rock County will break out once more. Heitzman all the way to the rack net, bounces right off of Siebold's helmet. Top of the circle, another shot, save, and another rebound, put back, score. Haley Knopf this time. So Haley Knopf with the goal with 12 seconds left. So 2 goals in 28 seconds for Rock County, puts us at a 7-0 lead, and the official now confirms that we will have running time for the remainder of the contest, or unless the Icebergs get back under 6 or under. So we are through 2 now, and it is 7-0. The Icebergs trailing the Rock County Fury. Will come back for the third period. This is high school girls hockey, the Badger Conference, on the Iceberg Television Network. Welcome back to the Man Center. James Weingard with you on the Iceberg Television Network as we come back in, getting ready for the third period. It is currently Rock County 7 and the Icebergs nothing. In the second period, it was Maggie Henschler scoring for Rock County at 3:24 to make it 4-0, and then Annika Einbeck at 4:37 to make it 5-0. Alyssa Knopf, a power play goal at 16:20, and at that point it was 6-0. And then just 28 seconds later, Haley Knopf scored, and that gets us to where we're currently at, 7-0. Stoughton Hospital stats report. With a score like that, you would think that the stats are pretty one-sided, and as it turns out they are. 38 shots on goal for the Fury, 4 for the Icebergs, and both teams with 2 penalties for 4 minutes. And that's a look at our Stoughton Hospital stats report. And the next girls hockey game on the Iceberg Television Network will be next Saturday, which is January 20th, and that'll be a 7:15 start against the Badger Lightning. So the Icebergs go from one extreme to the other as far as the standings go in the Badger Conference, with Rock County tonight being 7-0 in the conference, and then you get the Badger Lightning on Saturday next week, and they're just the opposite. They're winless in the conference. So we'll get the third period going here in just a minute, and the Fury with a 7-goal lead means that we're going to have running time for the third period, so the clock will only stop for penalties and goals. Outside of that, on normal stoppages, the clock will continue to run, so I would expect this third period to go by pretty quickly. Of course, if the Icebergs get the goal differential less than 6 again, then we would go back to normal timing rules, but as it stands now, we will be in running time for this third period.
We'll start the third period with the clock on running time.
All right, here we go. Third period now from the Mann Center. Fury bring it into the zone. Caitlin Byer with it at the circle. Save made. And Mackenzie Nishes has checked into the game. She came in the second period in relief of Seabold. Puck out at neutral. Played off the glass, hit the official, and they send it down a little bit further. Fury send it out. Rundy with it. No, it isn't either. That's Berg. Save made. Puck along the near side wall, and it'll come out of the Iceberg zone. Erin Olson has it. She crosses into the Rock County zone, sends it over to the Dashers on the far side. Centering pass intercepted by the Furies. It gets hung up behind the Rock County net. Now over to the corner here on this side, and bounced off the boards and out. Sydney Rogers over to the other side now, and that's a giveaway at the red line. Henschler with it. Henschler, a little drop pass in between the circles, and a shot and a save made by Nishes. Referees talking things over again out at the blue line. They've had some discussions a couple of times tonight with unclear intentions or results. Over to the circle, and this is cleared out, bounced off of an Iceberg stick, and it heads into the Rock County zone, where it's played by Cammie Ganchert, who carries it behind her own net. Long pass through the middle, and this should be icing against Rock County, but they'll wave that off as it comes right in on Nishes as she sweeps it aside. Tegan Rupiper plays it for the Icebergs at the side of the net. Still hung up back there with 14:45 to play in the game. Sammy Ayers with it. That went underneath Sydney Shipper's stick. And now through the middle. It'll be back into the Rock County zone. Answered along the blue line, pushed ahead, and that's Haley Knopf. Little drop pass above the circle, and a shot, save made. And the puck spins its way back out toward the blue line, but just out of the reach of Annie Rundy. There's a giveaway, now a 2-on-1. Shot, blocker pad save made by Busher. Haley Knopf with it, 1-on-4, had it taken off the first stick, and now Hannah Weber sends it back out to neutral for the Icebergs. Under 14 minutes to play. Puck comes back here along the blue line in front of the Rock County bench. Carried into their own zone, Alyssa Knopf sends it across, but that almost intercepted by Shannon King. And now the Fury bring it into the Iceberg zone. Nice move there, kind of between the wickets of Cece Cullison. Carried behind the net, into the circle now. Pirouette moved down toward the corner. Heitzman had it taken away. Chipped along and out of the zone. 13:10 to play in the third. Karatko missed on the pass. Puck comes back into the middle. Now to the Rock County zone. Einbeck pushes it ahead. That'll go to Knopf. Knopf with a shot, and that's wide of the mark. It's Mackenzie Nishis definitely in goal now for the Icebergs. Around to this side, and at the top of the circle, Icebergs able to backhand it out to neutral. Whistle stops play down here in front of us.
Cheating. Too many players. Black. It is being served but not counted towards number 16. But it goes to the bench, not on the sheet. It goes to the bench, not the player.
So a 2-minute penalty against the Fury for what the official termed, the technical term I would imagine, he said cheating. And the real call is too many players on the ice. So a bench penalty against the Fury, and the Icebergs on a power play now. Here's a blast, and that goes through the crease and over here to this near side. They send it back to the other side and into the corner. Centering pass, shot, save, rebound is off to the side of the net on this near side, on the right. And now the Icebergs looking to work their way down to the other end of the rink to try and get some action on the power play. Now it finally does come out of the zone, and Paige Nelson breaks out. Nelson sidesteps one and then a second defender. First one had fallen down, the second one had tripped as well, but then she got dislodged from the puck. Coming up on a minute left in the Iceberg penalty, or in the Rock County penalty. That goes into the official. And Rock County starts the rush again. Haley Knopf will carry it down to the corner. 45 seconds left in the penalty. Back down to the corner again. We're under 11 to go for the game. Bryn Weaver brings it out of the zone for the Icebergs. Whacked off her stick. Now Kelsey Waldner carries it in for the Icebergs and has it knocked away from her as well. Heitzman had it poked away. 10 seconds left in the Rock County penalty. Taylor Nishis had it removed from her possession to the corner. Still loose. Nishis got it back. Ayers bounces it off of an ankle and ends up in the corner with it. Assisted by Sydney Shipper, and now comes back out to neutral. Sydney Urso penalty coming up. Nope, beg your pardon, not a penalty. It was just an offside. Delayed offside. And there's a blocker pad save, kick save made by Nishis as it comes back to neutral. Under 10 to go. Shot, save made by Busher, and she covers it up. Clock continues to run as we are at a 7-0 difference. Face off in the Rock County zone. Side of the net, and it comes over here off the boards. Referee used as a pick and now cleared out. Here's a 2-on-1, and it's Alyssa Knopf ahead of the pack. Good defense from behind by the Icebergs to keep that one from challenging the net. It ended up going wide to the left as we are less than 9 minutes away from game time, end of game time. Puck deflects off of a couple of sticks to the middle, and that pass was intercepted. Play it back over to the other side now, and it will be carried in by Presley Kovacevic, who scored the first goal of the night for Rock County. And back out to the point, Rister bounds its way in toward goal, and Nish is able to get a glove on it and hold on with 8.5 to play. Off the face-off to the high slot, Rister, blocker pad save made by Nishis, and it comes back out to the point. And into the middle, the centering pass skipped through everybody, and Icebergs carried around behind the net to the corner on the or to the circle on the other side. They chip it along the wall, not out yet though. And now the Fury turn, and a little backhand shot goes through the crease and gets steered into the corner. Played up along the near side wall, still hung up there. 7:38 to play. Now we've got a whistle. Maybe coincidental minors here.
18-11. Are you going to call a fencing classes? Yeah. You going to call a sword fight? Sword fight? 11 black, 18 pink. Both high sticks.
Allie Berg and Sophia Macero go into the penalty boxes for high stick.
First whistle after 5:32, they come out. What's it? First whistle after 5:32, they come out.
7.5 minutes to
Time's
play.
up, they come out. They don't come out. They don't come out before a whistle though. It's 5-on-5.
Puck goes sliding behind the Iceberg net. And the Fury carry it back again behind Nishis. 7 minutes left.
The current penalties for the Fury number 11, Allie Berg,
Over
2 minutes for high stick.
to the other side, fired into the Iceberg zone.
18, Sophia Macero, 2 minutes for high stick. The time of these penalties is 8:28.
6.5 minutes left. They come up to the point here. Heitzman around traffic. Heitzman carries it down to the corner. Behind the net. Still with it. Above the circle now. Leaves it for Henschler. Henschler into the circle. Moves to the middle. A save made. Another shot. Another save. Nish is way out of net. And now rumbling and grumbling. Looks like we may have another penalty here.
This side, mine are rough.
So Henschler goes into the box for roughing. So the Icebergs will be on a power play for 2 minutes.
I'm sorry, we're going to head contact at the 5 minutes, not 2. Okay, it went to the head. It went direct to the head, so it's a 5 minute, not 2 minutes.
So a correction.
5, not the 2. It's 5.
It's going to be a 5-minute penalty. Yeah, there you go. 5-minute penalty against the Fury. Henschler, instead of roughing, they're going to go with head contact. And the delay now is getting the scoreboard up on the wall correct.
There's 31 seconds to not be on the clock. Yeah, they were at the same time, right? They're not on the clock. Okay, that other 31 second one should go away too. They're on a whistle.
So
you guys have a time on the whistle for them? Yeah.
All right. So now we're ready to go. Scoreboard's right.
5 0. Perfect. You got it.
And Maggie Henschler in the box for 5 minutes on a major for head contact. And again, the original call when the official came over to tell us what was going on was it was just a roughing call. The referees talked things over, and then between the two of them, they decided that it is going to be 5-minute major for head contact. And so the Icebergs will be on a 5-minute power play now, regardless if they score any goals or not. So it's a 5-on-4 for 5 full minutes. And a shot, save made, and Bushler holds on. Face-off coming in the Rock County zone. Again, clock does run, regardless of the penalty here. Puck carried behind the net by Rock County, now comes up this near side wall. Icebergs hold the zone, it's kicked to the middle. Haley Knopf, long pass, and that goes into the corner. Back to the point, or at the blue line, that bounced off of the skate and back outside the Iceberg zone. There's a tackle from behind, and it's going to be an Iceberg penalty now, and so the clock stops. With
23, minor for a rough.
Tegan Rupiper heading into the box. And that's going to be a roughing call. So now it's now it's 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. But again, the Rock County penalty still has 4 minutes on it. So
2-minute minor for roughing.
at the side of the net. Puck hung up well behind the net. Now it comes over here to the near side wall. This is all 4-on-4 at the point. Shot that gets redirected off of Kelsey Waldner. And just out of the zone, bounced off the glass and back in. That bounces off a couple of bodies and spins its way back out toward the blue line. 4:25 to play in the third, and they'll keep running here. So we're down to 1:05 left in the 4-on-4. So the penalty clock is right now that you see on your screen, and there's the game clock. That was right. Four minutes left. Now we're all back, technologically back into place here. Popped up along the far side wall, and 4 players chip and hack at it. One of the Rock County players ended up going down. They're trying to dig a stick in there to get the puck out, but now the referee finally says that's enough of that, and we'll get another face-off here. As we approach 3.5 minutes to go, 20 seconds left in the Iceberg penalty, but then they'll still have 2:07 of penalty time left on the 5-minute major. That puck comes to the middle, now out. This will not be icing, they waved that off. So Iceberg penalty is done. So now the Icebergs still on a power play for a couple minutes yet. Puck slides around the corner to this side, and we hit 3 minutes to go. Bounced off the Zamboni door as it slides into the corner. Icebergs able to hold the zone. And now chipped back to neutral. Erin Olsen sends it back toward her own blue line, batted out of the air by Waldner, and then she just kind of flips it in. Puck goes spinning its way over to the other side. Puck behind the Iceberg net. They swing it around here to the circle. And then they'll just kind of flip it over to the corner. Back to neutral and into the Rock County zone. Samantha Wells spins it over to the near side corner with 2 minutes left. And a giveaway into the middle, that's batted away. Back to the top of the slot, and now out of the zone and poked it back a little further. Tried to center it, that skates got in the way. Now into the circle, kick back along. Back in the circle again. Now the Icebergs have it. Touched in by Shipper and down to the corner. Shipper went crashing into the boards by herself. And now Rock County will just fire it all the way down, well wide of Nicias. 17 seconds left in the 5-minute penalty, and just about a minute left in the game. Into the circle, and that gets knocked aside, and the 5-minute penalty for Rock County is done. And now a giveaway coming back is Danny Heitzman, poked into the Iceberg zone, and we are less than a minute to go. Back into the corner now, 45 seconds to play. Right at the side of the net, a huge hit from behind. Players bottled up at the crease, and now the referee finally stops it. And puck doesn't look like it ever crossed the line. And if they take their time, the clock might very well expire here on us. Now we'll get one more face-off with about 10 seconds left. And less than 10. And this is back to neutral with 3 seconds. And that is that. So, Rock County remains perfect in the Badger Conference. They are now at 8-0 in the conference, far and away in first place. They improved to 15-2-2 overall, and the Icebergs dropped to 2-5 in the Badger Conference, and they are now 5-13-0 overall. So no scoring in the third period, and Rock County ended up with 5 penalties for 13 minutes, Icebergs 4 penalties for 8 minutes, and the Fury end up winning this one by a score of 7-0. Our next Icebergs game will come your way next Saturday night, which is January 20th, and the Icebergs will play host to the Badger Lightning. We'll have that one for you at 7:15 next Saturday on the 20th. Thanks to our crew, Hunter and Spencer and Ashley, as always, and thanks to you for watching. We will see you next Saturday, and this has been a presentation of the Iceberg Television Network, powered by WSTO Sports. For more, go online, icebergstv.com. See you next weekend. Till then, James Weingart from the Man Center. Good night, and thanks for watching. Loose puck, and they
put it back in and score. Mallory Coffey wins its way right in on goal, and they are able to score. Right in front, shot, save, and she could not hold on, and the Icebergs have a 2-goal lead. This broadcast of Icebergs Hockey is brought to you through generous support of these WSDO supporters. Stoughton Hospital, a proud supporter of WSDO programming. Stoughton Hospital is a 2010 Wisconsin Forward Award Master recipient, providing exceptional personalized service. Trusted care close to home. Farmers Insurance, Mike Daniels Agency. Proven history of great customer service. Call to discuss a free insurance proposal and discover if he can save you money. Farmers Insurance, Mike Daniels Agency is conveniently located in downtown Stoughton at the intersection of Main Street and Water Street. The UPS store of Stoughton. You can't do it all at once, but you can do it all in one place. 2364 Jackson Street, next to Papa Murphy's. Crest Funeral and Cremation Services, love and concern in action. The three things Crest values the most are service, service, and service. A proud supporter of WSDO programming. McFarland State Bank, your local, safe, and trustworthy community bank since 1904. Member FDIC.